Once upon a time, in a kingdom surrounded by lush forests and sparkling rivers, there lived a wise and kind king named Alaric. His people adored him, not because of his royal crown or his mighty army, but because of his deep care for their happiness and well-being. King Alaric would often walk among the villagers, listen to their troubles, and share in their joys. One day, a severe drought hit the kingdom, and the crops began to wither. The people grew worried, and many wondered how they would survive. Seeing their distress, King Alaric called for a great gathering at the palace. With a heart full of compassion, he promised to do everything in his power to save his kingdom. The king traveled far and wide, seeking advice from the wisest scholars and traveling sages. After many days of searching, he found a magical spring hidden deep in the mountains that could bring water back to the kingdom. But the spring was guarded by a fierce dragon who had lived there for centuries. Rather than fighting the dragon, King Alaric approached it with kindness. He spoke to the dragon, explaining the plight of his people and asking if the dragon would share the water. To his surprise, the dragon, who had never spoken to a human before, listened to the king's words. Moved by his sincerity, the dragon agreed to help. With the dragon's blessing, the king returned home, and the spring's waters flowed into the kingdom's rivers, reviving the crops and bringing prosperity back to the land. The people celebrated, not just the return of water, but the wisdom and kindness of their king. From that day forward, King Alaric was known as the ruler who never sought war or power, but always sought peace and understanding. His kingdom flourished, and his story became a legend, passed down through generations as a reminder that true leadership comes from empathy and wisdom.